I'm Dutch, and let's react to the Americans. Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Johan, and I'm a typical Dutchman. And if you're planning to come over to Europe for your holidays, or maybe to live here permanently, or if you're wondering why is everything so expensive in the United States in comparison with Europe, then you are at the right place, because in this channel I take a look at and react to videos about life and living in America versus life and living in Europe and the cost of. And for today, we're gonna take a look at a vlogger who has been in the Netherlands for 4 days. So she came over she is Shara Brown Stewart. So let's start with a subscribe and a like. And she went in the Netherlands for 4 days. Family travel to Amsterdam, Rotterdam, Dordrecht, and more. So, 4 major cities in 4 days. Okay. I'm curious what her experience are. And if you are too, and you like this kind of videos and me commenting on, then maybe it's a good idea to hit the subscribe button. We're still up, getting to the first 1,000. So it would really, really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button so we can get up to the first 1,000. Yeah, so let's take a look at what she has experienced in the Netherlands.
I recently took my 2 daughters, Helena, who's 19, and Cordelia, who is 22, and Cordelia's fiance, Cole, who's also 22, to the Netherlands for 4 days to visit family.
Wow. Okay, her 2 daughters plus the fiance. 4-man trip, and she paid for it? Ooh, that isn't cheap.
Cole had never been outside the United States, and so my goal for him was to experience the most Dutch things possible.
He was never outside, so she and her daughters have been. Only the fiancé never. Okay, the most Dutch things possible.
While we were there. If you're Dutch or you've been to Holland, what are the most Dutch things possible that you can think of?
The most Dutch things possible: cycling, of course, making a trip through the canals if you're in Amsterdam or in Utrecht, cycling trips, stroopwafels, of course, everyone is talking about having a stroopwafel, and if we're having on eating, then of course raw herring is also one of those. Yeah, the most Dutchest thing, in my opinion, but there are lots of things to do that are typically Dutch.
We stayed with family in Dordrecht, and yeah, my pronunciation's not great.
You were. It was Dordrecht. She had it correct. I would say it the same way, so she had it right. It's the same good pronunciation.
But we're able to see some other cities, Amsterdam, of course, Rotterdam, and Kinderdijk, which is one of my
Okay, Kinderdijk, yeah, typical Dutch.
favorites. I invite you to join us for this vlog style video, which is a recap of our trip to the Netherlands. Ready? Let's go.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Welcome to the licorice capital of the world.
The licorice capital of the world. Day 1. Schiphol Airport. Oh. Schiphol Airport. Me missing an R. Airport in Amsterdam. Okay.
We made it to Schiphol. What are you most excited about, Cordelia?
She's 22. Okay.
Oh, I want to see all the churches. Oh, okay.
All the churches in Amsterdam? Depends on which religion you want to look for. Otherwise, you have a long day ahead of you if you want to see all the churches in Amsterdam.
I want to eat poffertjes.
Oh!
We got
Poffertjes. Yeah. Another typical Dutch.
on the train at the airport with not a lot of room. I'm straddling my luggage here, and got off at the Amsterdam Centraal Station, where we were able to check our luggage and explore. The train
Yeah, not enough space in the train, but in defense, it is actually possible to get by train from the airport to Amsterdam. I don't think that there are a lot of airports in the United States that you can reach by train and leave by train every 30 minutes or so.
Station building is just so beautiful. We had to take photos in front of it. Dutch thing number one, of course we had to take a boat ride through the canals in Amsterdam. Of course this is a very touristy thing to do, but...
Yeah, okay. That's what I already said. That's first thing, that's the most Dutchy you can do, together with having a bike ride.
I love it. I love hearing the storytelling and seeing the canals from the perspective of the water. It's so interesting to see all the houseboats too, the people that live along the canals. It was pretty windy that day, so Cole, hang on to your hat. Check out this clearance. He's barely making it underneath the overpass.
To be honest, the best beers are not from Holland.
Ha! The best beer in Holland is not from Holland. He talked about what's not from Holland?
To be honest, the best beers are not from Holland.
I'm not from Holland. I need to talk with this guide. We don't talk about Holland. We talk about the Netherlands. Holland is something else. As a province, we've got two of them. But the rest is the Netherlands. It's like me talking about United States as, yeah, the best part of Texas is this. Yeah. No, it's the Netherlands, not Holland. I will do a video about that.
Best beers, best pilsners are from Germany. Still.
You're simply the best. Better than anyone.
Goede smaak zit in de familie. Combi stoomovens van Miele. Eens een Miele, altijd een Miele.
Luna de amor, ¿dónde vas? Que me roba.
Something that is distinctly Dutch to me.
Best pilsners are from Germany.
Yeah. The best Pilsner are from Germany. She's right. He's right. Yeah. The Dutch beers are from Germany. Yeah.
Something that is distinctly Dutch to me is the roof lines with their tiered and stair-step gables and the hooks and pulleys on the outside to lift up the furniture. These buildings open directly onto the canal from the back.
We just realized we've been on a plane, a train, and a boat today, all on the same day.
Time for Dutch thing number two, pancakes.
Pancakes? Yeah, okay. Is this typical Dutch? I do not know. My Dutch followers can agree or disagree, but I don't think that pancakes is typical Dutch. Poffertjes is, but pancakes, it's also used in Great Britain a lot, and in Belgium a lot, and of course the flanches, the very thin pancakes, are from France. So really typical Dutch. No, only the smaller ones, the poffertjes.
You kind of like. Where do you do it? I don't know. I'm gonna go like this.
I don't know if she has warm chocolate or coffee. It looks, yeah, strange. Coffee with cream.
You just kind of hold it? I don't think that's how you do it.
Me either. I'm looking at this as she's confused and I'm confused too. Because you would say that you need the whipped cream and put it into your coffee, but if she actually gonna do this, this cup will will be too full to do this. So strange, yeah.
We got the best pancakes ever, both savory and sweet. Pine nuts and spinach, salmon, chicken, and of course ice cream.
Yeah. we do have pancakes, but it's not typical Dutch. I'm not agreeing with her, but it was good to hear that she enjoyed the pancakes.
Church bells are ringing as we explore the red light district.
Of course, the red light district during daytime.
Of course, I can't show you any photographs of the entertainers because they are very well protected by law, and threats of fines were posted everywhere to prevent you taking photos or videos of them.
Did you guys see the playing cards that were...
Nope, this is a family show, Cordelia. We really had a lovely afternoon in Amsterdam, wandering down the streets and taking pictures in front of the bicycles and canals. And then we picked up our luggage at Amsterdam Central and took the train to Dordrecht.
Yeah, okay. They left the luggage at the train station at a locker, and then went into Amsterdam, and then now took the train, a four-seater in this case, and then on to Dordrecht. Okay.
My aunt took this photo of us getting out of the train station at Dordrecht. It cracks me up. My cousin completed his guest loft at his farmhouse just for our arrival.
Okay, we thought that was a lot.
Okay, Cordelia.
Don't get an upskirt shot.
Yeah, you might not have to wear a skirt when you're wearing that.
Oh, wow. Mom just looked in that.
Dutch thing number 3, a visit to the local market, where of course you can buy beautiful fresh flowers. You can see them making homemade stroopwafels. These are syrup-filled waffles that, if you've seen these and bought them from a store shelf, they are delicious. If you have had them...
What do they... I think the price... What is the price? Stroopwafel... $2.50? Yeah, that's a reasonable price for freshly made stroopwafel. I have seen prices that I was really thinking about, what? But €2.50 is a reasonable price for a freshly baked stroopwafel of this size. Yeah.
freshly made piping hot from a street vendor. You've had a little bit of a taste of heaven. I don't know how they slice them so evenly every time. Okay, we needed to pick up some bread for lunch and watch the bicycles and all the fun contraptions for carrying the children and the groceries, and walked through the market.
Oh, rainy day.
Even though it was raining. Look at these fun wavy beans. Snoebonen? Is that what?
Sneebonen. Yeah, snijbonen. Translated in English. Cut beans. Cutted beans. Cutted beans, yeah.
I just love these Dutch streets. They seem so idyllic. Dutch thing number 4 is eating fresh herring from the market, raw, holding on to the tail.
Yeah, that's typical Dutch. I have agreed, that's typical Dutch. And not many, even Dutch people like this, but I do. I love it. It's a very delicacy in my book.
Okay. Onion?
Onions?
Oh, in the middle. Okay. Oh.
In the middle? Okay, you can do it in the middle, yeah. Yeah, but his son, a Dutch guy, like I said, not everyone likes it. I guess that it is his son who's sitting there. Yeah. Onions in the middle could be, but just it is with onions. Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, and then once, yeah.
It's good.
Is it good?
He's like, no.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay. You can do it this way, but you can also use the bomb and then eat it with the bomb. There's a lot of people do this, and then on the bomb you have some sauce and the onions, etc. But doing this, yeah, if he hadn't done it, then you really have to take it all in one go.
Yeah.
The problem is that over here in the Netherlands, nowadays, to have raw herring is rather expensive. So not a lot of people buy raw herring at the market because the prices are getting ridiculous high for a single raw herring.
So here.
Oh, you are really good, Cole.
Go, Cole.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Ladies.
No,
washing Cole first.
not ladies first. This is not the time to be a gentleman.
I'll try anything once.
Okay,
So just up and down.
up and down, yeah.
go Cole.
Yeah. Correct in one time.
That was good.
I just don't want to waste the whole fish.
Okay. Okay, eat your fish. So do we put the onion?
Oh, they share.
Wait, are we gonna go at the same time?
Thank you.
I don't know. You said you don't want to waste.
I think you guys
I'll
will.
take a bite and then.
Okay. She's gonna take a bite and then I'm gonna take a bite.
I'm so scared.
Okay.
Oh, it's so slimy.
Oh, that's not that bad. No.
Oh gosh. Where do I hold it by?
Jij at ze altijd.
Yeah. There is baked fish over there kibbling. That's also typisch Dutch. Yeah, typical Dutch. Yeah, but herring, if you don't like raw fish at all, even if you don't like fish at all, let alone raw fish, yeah, then you won't like it anyway. So you have to like fish on the first place, and then you're gonna do it. A napkin?
It's not bad. Okay.
It's actually kind of good.
There you go. There you go.
That's like my dad.
Ah.
When he could have said, do you like it, Dad? It's not bad. Whatever you make.
Okay.
Yeah, it's slimier than you think. That's
Grab it.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
no.
That's like the
I didn't
worst.
hold by the tail. You can do it. You can do it.
It's the texture is weird on the. It's weird on the fingers and it is in the mouth.
If you're
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
enjoying this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. It costs you nothing and really means a lot to me. My goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end.
oh, she already has 10,000 subscribers, and I already liked and subscribed. So, and I'm still getting up to my first 1,000. So, if you please, that would be very nice.
Of the year. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm throwing it out to the universe. After lunch, we had an indoor swing ride. I don't think this is typically Dutch. This is just my cousin's amazing house.
Yeah, it's an amazing house where they live in. It was a farmhouse, she said. A barn they renovated into a living house or so. Wow, looks very good.
And visited the birds that were in the little barn outside. And then it was time to visit the cows. Look, they're all lined up and ready for the dried bread that we're bringing to them. My cousin isn't actually a farmer with a farmhouse, but he does have some acreage and he rents out his land to a nearby dairy farmer for his pregnant cows that need a little more space.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I don't think it's necessarily Dutch to feed cows, but I do feel like cows as a symbol are really representative of the countryside and the Dutch tradition, especially these black and white ones. And so I'm going to call this whole experience Dutch thing number 5.
Yeah. You can call it that way because it actually is a part of our countryside, and you don't need to feed it because you usually eat grass. So there's plenty of grass over here. So yeah, but in comparison, yeah, you can call this. It's a typical Dutch thing number 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's licking you.
Here you go. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. Okay.
That one liked to be touched.
Oh, do you want a little more? Here you go. Okay. Hi.
My Aunt Elisa had arranged for us to take a boat ride through the canals of Dordrecht, and it was a little bit colder than our day before in Amsterdam, but it was still amazing to see. Dordrecht sits next to the intersection of 3 rivers and is such an important part of Dutch history as far as transport goes. And this church, the Grote Kerk, is the biggest church in the city, built somewhere between the 1200s and 1400s. And this
De Grote Kerk of Dordrecht. Yes?
view right here with the drawbridge in front is the most famous site in the city of Dordrecht. Hang on to your hat, Cole. We're going fast now. In the back, you can see the three rivers convergence, and there's the Grote Kerk. Unfortunately, the church was closed after our boat ride, but at least we got to stand outside and take a picture. Dutch thing number 5 is
Liquors. Yeah.
stocking up
Yeah, Dutch thing number 6 now.
on Dutch licorice to take home, and Dutch thing number 6 is right around the corner. It's a dry orgel, or little portable organ that plays music in the market.
Yeah. That's not... It's typical Dutch. It's not that often that we see them anymore, but yeah, it used to be one of the only ways, together with a church organ, to get some music in the town. Yeah. And usually then there was somebody walking around it with some collecting. If you like the song, that then you could put him some money, and then he can make more songs. Yeah, recognize the song. Oh. Double salt. Okay. Double salt.
But in Holland, right?
No, the Netherlands. What?
We walk through the town to get to my favorite food Dutch thing, number 7, which is puffertjes. These are tiny pancakes that are traditionally served with powdered sugar and butter and are just amazing. So how are we doing?
Yeah, that's actually typical Dutch. You won't see that anywhere else. And I've been all over Europe. Now, I've never seen... I was thinking about, if I'm correct, because I was thinking about Belgium, because they have some of those, but I'm not sure. But for Dutch, for sure, and maybe also in Belgium, but nowhere else.
Hitting on the most Dutch things possible. Are we hitting on them?
Yes.
Dutch things 7 and 8 are trying on wooden shoes and visiting the windmills.
Okay. Yeah. Kinderdijk and Rotterdam, always a part of a lot of tourists that go to Kinderdijk. Yeah. And I believe that nowadays there's also, they ask an entry fee. I'm not sure, but I believe that's what I hear lately, is that they ask an entry fee to get to Kinderdijk.
Okay, so the shoes are more of a touristy thing, but Kinderdijk is one of my favorite places. You can see all the windmills, and not just see the windmills, but ride bikes around them. And yes, this is Dutch thing number 9. Bicycles and bicycle riding are such an ingrained part of the Dutch culture and tradition. I can't even imagine going to Holland and not riding a bicycle. Okay, around the windmills, that's a little bit touristy.
Yeah, especially when you have full wind ahead.
But still, riding bikes around the windmills, how much more Dutch can you get? Hi. This is a segue to talk about the Dutch clouds. Yes, those puffy things in the sky. Apparently, painters during the Impressionist era would want to come to Holland to learn to paint the sky because the clouds were so unlike other areas. And if you look at these backgrounds, they don't look real. They actually look like paintings. These are unaltered photos. Look at these clouds. You really felt like you were just going back in time. You even could go inside of the windmills and see how the gears all work together. It was pretty neat. Okay, this is probably the worst hair day of the trip, but that's okay.
Worst hair day. Yeah. But you're riding in the wind, so.
Okay, look how much fun we're having. And then we were off to take the boat from Kinderdijk to Rotterdam because it's day 3 and we hadn't been on a boat yet. So 3 days in Holland, 3 days on a boat. Our other cousins who live in Rotterdam met us at the water taxi terminal and walked us through town to the market hall, which is an amazing...
Yeah, the water taxi is there because so you can cross from one side of the harbor to the other side of the harbor. because if you have to cycle around the entire harbor, you lost half a day. So they made a water taxi. I use that one too. It's a 20-minute water taxi ride versus a 2-hour almost. No, maybe not 2, but a 1 hour, maybe 2-hour drive. Cycling ride to get to the same point.
Amazing collection of indoor food booths with apartments overlooking them. And then Dutch thing number 10 is eating a warm stroopwafel.
Yeah, and I want to know what the price over is here. Is this? If this is the same booth, then there is one for €3. And I don't know if this is then 5 for €10 or 4. 4 for €10 and 1 for 3. Yeah, then you actually should take 4. But €3 is already that I think on the more expensive side. You saw the other video earlier. The video at the market it was $2.50, and yeah, 4 for €10, freshly baked. I think it's a reasonable price.
From the market. We watched them make them yesterday. I don't know how they slice them so evenly in the middle. It's such a talent. They must have to go to school for that. I don't know how they do it like that every time. And then putting that layer of caramel syrup in the middle and spreading it out. It makes me want one right now. We tried a couple different flavors, but the traditional with syrup is definitely the best. Rotterdam is considered a much more modern city than some of the other Dutch locations, and this was...
What is this? I've never seen it.
Definitely something new. They had taken the canal and made a wave pool out of it, and we're actually hosting a surfing competition in the middle of the canal in downtown Rotterdam. Rotterdam is actually the second largest city in the Netherlands, and one of the reasons it is considered so modern is they had to do a lot of rebuilding after World War II. A lot of the buildings were destroyed, the skyline had to be completely reconstructed, and so you do have a much more modern feel here.
Yeah, she's absolutely correct. Rotterdam was totally bombed out during World War II, so that's why in Amsterdam we have still a lot of traditional houses, and in Utrecht also, but Rotterdam, yeah, more modern city look than the other cities like Dordrecht or Amsterdam.
Speaking of modern, these cube houses in Rotterdam are some iconic images that when people show the city or think of Rotterdam, they think of these cube houses. They were designed in the 1970s by architect Piet Blom and are called, I'm going to butcher this, Kubus Woningen?
Kubus Woningen. Ah, she did it good. She almost correct what she said. Yeah, Kubus Woningen. Yeah, and as I understand it, for people who actually live there, that it was a horrible way to live. So I don't think that they're still in use as housing. Yeah.
They were designed to really maximize urban space, and we got the opportunity to tour the inside. I'm not sure I'd want to live here. Look at this view looking down. I don't know that I would love that. There were some available for rent while we were there, so...
Oh, still are. I thought they were out of commission, but you still have. Okay, I didn't know that.
If this is of interest to you, you might want to check it out.
Yeah, because we have a large housing crisis over in the Netherlands. So I want to know. I just want to know. You cannot rent one. Well, this one is a funda. AI said you cannot rent, only by using the hotel. And this one, funda, says it's for rent. So what is the price? Rented 20 June 20, looked 7.5 months. And the rent price is... What is the rent price? Holy smoly! $2,900 and almost 3,000 euros a month. And an unknown cost of service. So, or extra cost is 5,000 deposit, 5,000 euro deposit, and then each month 3,000 euros. Oh boy! But this says rent bought. For open particles aan de bouw. 1906. So this is not overblock. Yeah, they say it is. Rotterdam Stadsdriehoek. Overblock. Wow. Almost $3,000 a month. And I thought that the AI was renting for you can buy for 475,000. Then you can buy one. But rent 3,000. Oh my goodness.
We had some rain that afternoon, and then it cleared and the skies were just gorgeous. So got a nice view of the cube houses. And then it was on to another Dutch tradition, which is beer. This one happened to be a rosé beer. I don't think that's as traditional. But Dutch thing number 11 is what you're supposed to have during a football, not soccer match, and it is bitte ballen.
Oh, yeah.
And Holland was playing in the Euros that night, so we were getting ready. If you visited the Bean in Chicago, this mirrored masterpiece is going to blow your mind. This is a huge storage facility for art, and it's open to the public with a ticket. And on a day like today, with gorgeous clouds in the sky, it was just breathtaking. My cousin Lisa mentioned from her apartment across the city, sometimes it would disappear into the landscape.
Yeah, I feel like she's cut pizza before.
That looks so good.
Dinner with family.
Pizza cutting with a knife.
And then back to their apartment.
Yeah.
The Dutch national color is orange, so everything's orange.
Oh yeah, Tom Poeze. Also, typical Dutch, real Dutch. You won't find this one anywhere else. I'm 99% sure of it, that you won't find this dish, this sweet, I have to say, anywhere else. Tom Poeze. This is orange one. Usually they are yellow, but because of the soccer game, they are orange. Yeah. It's a sugar coating, so you can make the sugar coating in any color you like. So in this case, it's orange.
Tom, we always have him. My orange Tom Poeze. Carrot.
Carrots in orange. Okay. He has an orange t-shirt.
Orange. All the orange things.
And Dutch thing number 12 is cheering on the Dutch football team.
Don't call it soccer. Yeah.
So how are we doing hitting on the most Dutch things possible? I mean, we've got pancakes, we've got boat rides in the canal, we've got bicycles and windmills, we've got raw herring from the market. Oh, and we watched football, of course. What are we missing?
You need extra brood for your babies.
The dairy farmer had dropped off 4 more pregnant cows at my cousin Matthijs's farmland, and so today there were 8 altogether. The new ones were definitely more shy, not knowing us as well, and so my cousin had to approach them instead of them coming up to us like they did yesterday. He's been renting out his land to the farmer for a number of years, and the cows all come with names, and many of them are Pietje, and they're numbered. So like Pietje 100, for example.
Pietje.
Yeah, Pietje 301. Okay. This is 1576.
Number 800 and Pietje number 700. Okay.
We had the best time feeding the cows, and this part got my daughter giggling, and then I started giggling. And just listening to this clip makes me start laughing again.
He's like wagging his tail.
Yeah, but it's family. So who is originally from the Netherlands. I wonder because she said we're gonna visit family. She isn't because, well, maybe she is, and she lives in America. It could be. She could be the sister of one of those two, and then she lives in America for a long time, and now she doesn't know how to speak Dutch. Could be that she actually is. She's speaking Dutch to her family and only in the video English. And otherwise, I'm wondering what.
That's it, you ate all the bread.
I guess they got used to us because when we were done feeding them, they followed us back to the farmhouse where everyone was busy preparing a beautiful family celebration in honor of our being there in Holland. And this is my favorite
Wow, a large family too.
Dutch thing number 13, and it's the feeling of gezellig. Well, there's no direct.
Yeah, fun. yeah. Gezellig. Translation into gezellig. Oh, yeah. There's not any direct. Yeah, she isn't Dutch because she had trouble with using some Dutch words. So she isn't from origin Dutch. So what is the relation between her and her family in the Netherlands? I wonder. Gezellig. How do you translate gezellig into English in a good way? Good times. Yeah. Good times. Yeah.
Translation in English, it can mean cozy or intimate or comfortable or pleasant. And that's definitely what we felt with our family. Thank you so much for staying to the end. Again, I invite you to subscribe. I'm having a lot of fun this year as I'm turning 50. As I approach half a century, I don't want to leave this world not having tried things. And so travel is definitely one of the things that when you are...
She is 50. And I would never, because I'm 55, I would never have guessed that she is 50. I would say she would be around the age of 35 to 40, but because she has kids of 22. So, but 50, I would not.
Traveling, everything is new. Everything is a try. And I love it. The country that I've been to the most outside of the United States is actually the Netherlands. My family's Dutch, and my grandfather was in the Dutch Merchant Marines, and he stayed in the United States and immigrated after World War II to marry my
there is a connection.
My grandmother, and they stayed very well connected to his family there. And so I got the opportunity to travel there quite a bit growing up. And this was actually my 6th trip to the Netherlands. If you enjoyed this vlog,
Okay, I was looking for the connection, but her grandfather was originally from the Netherlands and they kept a good relation with. Okay. Wow.
I encourage you to watch some of my other vlog style videos. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah. Good video. I like it. She had a lot of fun and she was really positive about everything that's going on there. Yeah. She had a good stuff. All typical Dutch. Not all of them, but most of them were all Dutch. Yeah, I love it. Good vlog. Good information about what you can do, what you can see over here in the Netherlands. So if you're planning to come over here to the Netherlands for your holiday, it's a good one. Yeah. And if you like the video too, then press like, and it would really be appreciated if you hit subscribe. That's the button right here. And otherwise you can take another look at videos from me at this point. And I will see you in that video.